Supporting your local news, Airpark Canterbury, Logistics Drive and Parking Island off Rustley Road.
Kevin from Met Service, thank you very much for your time. I suppose the first thing I can say is congratulations on this new radar. You're feeling good now that it's finally operational?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's been a major milestone project for this year, and we were pushing hard to get it done before the summer holidays.
And you've done that now. Why was there the need for this radar to be upgraded in the first place, Kevin?
We've operated a radar for Canterbury region from Rakaia for the last 30 or so years. The original radar was installed, I think, back in 1992, early 1992. And so after 30 years, things get a bit old, spares get hard to find, technology changes, and we were looking to obviously continue radar coverage because it's vital to the region. And so we made the decision to make the investment and replace the radar. So it's due to old age that we had to replace it.
I know that feeling. Kevin, what is the radar actually made out of? I mean, what is it exactly? Because a lot of people have said it looks like a scoop of ice cream or a microphone, but what is that thing that we can see now?
So what we have there now is a 19-metre high tower with a what looks like a golf ball on top. That golf ball's the radome, and within that fiberglass dome there is a radar antenna, effectively a dish similar to what you'd have for your Sky TV or standard satellite type dish, but it's a very precise antenna that is used to focus the radar's transmitter beam to be able to pinpoint rain and other precipitation out to 300 kilometres. And the antenna rotates around on a pedestal, 360 degrees at different elevations, so it scans a large volume of the atmosphere and detects any precipitation, rain, hail, ice, particles, and processes those signals in a computer in the base of the tower, and then transmits them up here to our Wellington office, where we distribute it through our websites and various other systems that we have.
So as a result of this new upgrade or this rebuild, if you like, is it fair to say that your meteorologists there in Wellington are feeling quite excited by this because it will be able to provide them with far more data than ever before?
Yeah, there's quite a significant technical change in the radar, which our meteorologists are really excited about. The old radar had a capability to measure velocities, what's called Doppler. And this radar also has that capability, but it also has a new function, which is prevalent in modern radars, and that's a thing called dual polarity. So it's measuring the cross-section of raindrops in two axes, so a horizontal and a vertical axis. And from that, we can detect what type of particle the raindrop is. Is it liquid? Is it frozen? Is it in a semi-state between the two? Is it hail? And we can also detect the size of the droplet as well. So that gives our forecasters really detailed information about rain rates and critical hazards like icing, which is not good if you're in an aircraft.
Well, speaking of aircraft, of course, as you say, this new radar system is going to be very much utilised too in the aviation industry, isn't it?
Correct, yes. Yeah. One of the features of the Canterbury environment is that famous Northwest Arch.
Oh, yes.
And when you have weather that's coming in, prefrontal weather, that cloud band can contain a lot of heavy icing and turbulence, and the radar is able to detect those meteorological phenomena. And of course, as soon as it's detected, our forecasters can put our warnings to the aviation sector, and at times you'll see aircraft taking longer tracks than those they traditionally would fly in order to avoid those hazardous areas.
It really is fascinating, and I know that plenty of people from the Canterbury region have been looking forward to this new radar being operational. I was quite surprised when I was looking at some of the comments across my social media channels, and the number of interest or the amount of interest in this has been quite phenomenal in Canterbury. We love our weather, don't we? And also, I suppose it's because this region is so different in terms of the way the weather behaves than other parts of the region. Is that a fair comment? Sorry, other parts of New Zealand?
Oh, yeah. I myself have spent some time in Canterbury, but I don't claim to know much about the ins and outs of all the weather phenomena there. But the radar will be able to see and detect these, your famous southerly changes that sweep up with thunderstorms and so on. That'll be great for cricket because you'll be able to see if there's going to be rain delays. I know there's a cricket match on at the moment down there in Christchurch. I think given Canterbury's flat terrain, you get really good coverage out to the foothills, well down south, and of course further up into the likes of North Canterbury, Kaikoura area. So, yeah, we're certainly hoping people will make very good use of it and help inform their day.
Well, I know it's very popular on the Met Service website and your app, that Rain Radar too. Kevin Elder, General Manager, Observation Systems at Met Service. Really nice to speak with you. Congratulations to you and your team, and I can't wait to help spread the messages of weather courtesy of Met Service. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everyone.